I in the air?
Well, all right, all right, all right. What is going down, everybody? And welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews on a week-by-week basis. You come right here to Am I on the Air? It's season 28, episode 7. Tonight's show is titled Night Fiction. We're going to be breaking down the news from February 7th through today, February the 13th. Happy early Valentine's Day. That's right, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, a day for lovers. And I hope you found yourself a lover. If not, enjoy the day without any pressure. I'll tell you that. So happy early Valentine's Day. But yes, we are breaking down the news from February 7th through February 13th. I got a couple movies to talk about, got a couple TV shows to talk about, and then, of course, getting you caught up with the news of the week. All right, let's jump in to our movie reviews. I'm going to start off with American Fiction. I've been very, very anxious to see this movie. This was out in very limited release at the end of December. Did not get a chance to see it in theater at that time. And then it opened wide a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying to get to it. Finally got to it. It is available on VOD as well, so you can watch it at home. And this is the new movie that stars Jeffrey Wright. And I love Jeffrey Wright. He's incredible. And you're starting to see some stuff from this movie pop up from the Golden Globes, and there's some Oscar talk, which is really great stuff because you got Jeffrey Wright, you got Tracy Ellis Ross, Adam Brody is in this, Keith David, Issa Rae, Sterling K. Brown, who I absolutely love. So really strong cast. And I was sold on this movie just from the trailer, right? Jeffrey Wright plays a novelist who's fed up with the establishment profiting from black entertainment, and he uses a pen name to write a book that propels him into the heart of hypocrisy and the madness that he claims to disdain. So yeah, he's a writer. He's kind of down on his luck. His books aren't doing very well. And then they notice that the books that are doing well are very street, they're very hood, they're very thug. So he makes up this pen pal kind of name. He writes this book that is completely trash, and everybody ends up loving it. And he's got to try to juggle his personal feelings against, what the book publisher wants with this, fake book. And it's really, really great. And the trailer kind of sold me just on that premise alone. But the movie itself is so much more. This movie is about family. It's about friends. It's about stress and just wanting too much in your life, and just it's got a lot of themes, and it really touched me in a lot of different ways. I mean, Sterling K. Brown was amazing in this. Issa Rae is really great in just the limited time that she has. Tracy Ellis Ross, always fantastic. Jeffrey Wright is incredible in this. And just that family dynamic and the things they're going through, and then him having to juggle this book. This movie's incredible, guys. It is really, really good. I give American Fiction 4 out of 5 stars. It is definitely worth your time. Um, like I said, it's in theaters still, and it is on VOD, so you can rent it at that beautiful $20 price. So that is American Fiction. Definitely check it out. Now, my second movie is something I'm going to tell you not to check out. I was sad at the beginning of January because on January 3rd, the first big release of 2024 was Night Swim, right? The Blumhouse horror movie Forced into early retirement by a degenerative illness, former baseball player Ray Waller moves into a new house with his wife and 2 children. He hopes that the backyard swimming pool will be fun for the kids and provide physical therapy for himself. However, a dark secret from the home's past soon unleashes a evil force that drags the family into the depths of an inescapable terror. So this one here has Wyatt Russell, Kerry Condon. I don't know if there's anybody else really big that pops up in this one. A lot of, obviously the kids and stuff like that. So Wyatt's obviously being the bigger player here, right? Kurt Russell's kid. He's really blowing up lately. With Night Swim, here's the thing. When I saw the first teaser trailer to this movie, I was like, this looks like trash. Had no interest in it. Then they released the second trailer, and the second trailer was pretty good. I was like, okay, big step up. So when the movie came out, I wanted to go see it. And, I struggle with horror movies because, typically I go to the movies with Geeky Pat. He doesn't do horror. So then at that point, I got to kind of hope that like my brother-in-law wants to go see it or somebody else that's open to horror films. My wife hates horror, so it's not like I can drag her to it. And so I ended up missing this movie. Did not get to see it in the theater. But you know what? When it came out, the people that did see it, I asked around and everybody told me no good. And so I didn't feel too bad missing it in the theater. But now it's available at home on VOD. So I decided to check it out finally. And this movie sucks. This sucks. Worst movie of 2024. I know we're only a month and a half in, but man, this movie was horrible. There's no scares. The premise is stupid. This whole like, oh, these souls are trapped in the swimming pool. It's such a dumb premise. And I was wondering from that first trailer, how are they going to pull this off? And they didn't. They could not pull this off because it's trash. The performances suck. Everything sucks in this movie. I cannot recommend this. Night Swim gets the glorious 1-star review. That's right, 1 out of 5 for Night Swim. Sorry, guys, no bueno. All right, let's switch over to TV. We got some good stuff going on. I finally jumped into the new version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This just dropped on Prime Video, and this, of course, stars Donald Glover and Maya Erskine. And yes, you probably have heard that title before because there is a movie called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt. I love that movie. This one here is, so I forget what the original source material is. I don't remember if it's a book or if it's just an old TV show or movie. But so this plays differently. In the Brad and Angelina movie, they were married, but that was like their cover, and they didn't know that each other were spies, right? They were working for kind of opposite agencies. In this one here, Donald Glover and Maya, they get teamed up right away in the first episode. Like, hey, you guys are on this mission and you're a married couple. So they get put together and they have to be this married couple, and we're kind of off to the races. So it's played out a little bit differently, which I appreciate. I'm glad it's not just a straight remake of the movie. And so far, so good. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. It is a slow burn. It's a slower burn than I thought based on the trailers. But I like the chemistry between these two, and it's got some decent action, and I'm ready to see how it all unfolds. So far, so good for me. Check out Mr. and Mrs. Smith streaming over on Prime Video. And then real quick, I just want to shout out Abbott Elementary is back, one of the greatest comedies that's on TV right now. It is back for its new season, thanks to the strike. We're finally starting to ramp things back up. So glad to see Abbott Elementary back. Make sure you check that out. If you don't have regular cable, you can watch it on Hulu. And Halo is back as well. The TV show based on the video game Halo is back for season 2. First 2 episodes have dropped, and they're pretty decent. I still have a love-hate relationship with this show. I want to love it, but I don't love it. I like it. It needs more. So I'm really hoping the second season draws me in. It's a decent start so far, and we'll see where it goes. But Halo is back. This is streaming now on Paramount Plus. All right, so there you go. American Fiction, check it out. 4 out of 5 stars. Night Swim, don't check it out. 1 out of 5 stars. Abbott Elementary is back. Halo is back, and check out Mr. and Mrs. Smith over on Prime Video. All right, let's talk box office. And man, was it a quiet and sad box office this weekend. Coming in at number 10 was Poor Things. Number 9, hey, we just talked about it, American Fiction. Number 8, Mean Girls. Number 7, Anyone But You. Number 6, The Chosen, Season 4, Episodes 1 through 3. Number 5, Migration. Number 4, Wonka. Number 3, The Beekeeper. Number 2 in its debut was Lisa Frankenstein, which was the big release of the weekend. I kind of want to see this movie, but no one else I know wants to. So I guess I'll wait for streaming on this one. But um, even though it's number 2, it's a very weak debut. Lisa Frankenstein only bringing in 3.6 million. Very, very soft opening. And number 1, once again, is Argyle. So congratulations. That's great for the second week in a row. But it is a pretty whack number 1 landing because it only made $6.2 million. The movie had a 64% drop from week 1 to week 2, so that is a bummer. So there's your box office, guys. And now let's get on over to our news of the week. And The Marvels is now streaming over on Disney Plus. It is the number 1 stream thing on Disney Plus. And man, I am loving the love that is coming out of the Marvels, because there's a lot of people that obviously did not see this movie when it hit theaters because it did not do very good. But now that it's on Disney Plus, I am seeing a ton of love online for this movie. People coming out the woodwork saying, man, I'm sad I slept on this thing. This movie's awesome. This movie's so much fun. Why did I not go see it in the theater? Really, really great stuff, and I love to see it because this movie is a ton of fun and deserves the love. So if you're someone new that just caught on to the Marvels, go listen to our spoiler review. We put that out, obviously, several months back when the movie came out, but you can check it out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Am I on the Air. Click on the Am I Still on the Air playlist and check out our spoiler review for the Marvels. But glad to see it's doing good, and it's in IMAX Enhanced on Disney Plus as well. All right, A Quiet Place Day One. We talked about this on our most anticipated show that we did a couple weeks ago. We have the new poster. Hear How It All Began, which looks really, really good. I like the poster a lot. This movie drops on June 28th, and along with the poster, the trailer came out, and it looks awesome. I love both Quiet Place movies, so doing a prequel, about the landing of the aliens with different people, not the, John Krasinski, Emily Blunt family, but doing it with uh Lupita Nyong'o. That's what I was trying to. I was like, man, who is this movie? Yeah, it's great. So nice little spinoff here. This comes out June 28th. Check out the trailer now. We got the surprise news that a Moana 2 is coming. Not only did we find out Moana 2 is coming, it's coming this year, which is incredible. This movie is going to come out on November 27th, 2024. So yes, this November will be Moana 2. And funny story about this, I guess originally this was being adapted as a TV series for Disney Plus, but it was streaming so well to everybody working on it and to all the Disney executives that Bob Iger said, yo, why are we putting this on Disney Plus? We need this in the theater. So they're in negotiations to get The Rock back as Maui, to get Ali Carvalho back as Moana. They got to get their voices in line, right? They're going to put this out theatrically. They got to do it right. So we'll follow this story, but man, surprise Moana, November 27th. There you go. And another big announcement, I know a lot of you Taylor Swift fans, the Swifties out there, which my daughter is the biggest Swiftie of them all. She has been waiting and waiting and waiting to find out where is the Eras Tour concert movie gonna go when it finally hits streaming. This thing came out in December, but only for rent. For $19.89, you could rent this concert movie, but you've never been able to buy it, and it's not been available to stream. Well, it's now been announced that Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, Taylor's version, which I love the wording on that one, is coming to actually Disney Plus. Disney Plus has picked up the rights to this one, and it's going to hit the streamer on March 15th. So in just about a month, you will be able to check it out. And this version, this Taylor's version, is going to include Cardigan, which was missing even from that extensive one that hit for rental. And it's also going to have another additional 4 acoustic songs included as well. So 5 more songs on this one than the other version that everybody's seen. So Taylor's version is coming in hot. So get ready for that. March 15th, Disney Plus. Are you ready for it? So there you go. Congratulations that we are going to get a Percy Jackson season 2. This is awesome. The first season was great. My daughter loved this show. I love this show. It was fun to watch with the fam. It did very, very well. I was not surprised to see it officially picked up for a season 2. Let's go. Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2 are all coming. So get ready. They won't be out this year. I'm thinking they're all going to probably drop in 2025, but they are coming. So Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2. The Mandalorian and Grogu, that movie is supposed to be the first next, or I should say, next movie for Star Wars on the big screen, but it sounds like it won't hit theaters until 2026. So it's still going to be a little bit there. Naomi Watt and Norman Reedus have joined a new psychological drama movie called The Housewife. White Lotus Season 3 has added Scott Glenn to the cast. Dune Part 2 has a cliffhanger ending, so just get ready for that, guys, when you go see this movie in a couple weeks. Don't get pissed when it ends on a cliffhanger, and no, they have not filmed Part 3 yet. Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell are joining Koganda's new movie, A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. We have the new Love is Blind Season 6 trailer, so check that out if you're interested. Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal are all in talks to star in Celine Song's new A24 movie. Awesome cast right here, man. If they can land Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, and Dakota Johnson, that's a hell of a cast right here. So that is pretty awesome there. Naomi Harris has joined the new romantic comedy Lola and Freddie. Supposedly, SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, has accidentally confirmed that Pedro Pascal is going to be Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four movie. Now, this has been rumored for a couple months now. Still no official confirmation from Marvel on who the hell the Fantastic Four is going to be. I don't know what they're waiting for because they have to start filming like any day now. But according to the actor profile on the SAG website, it says his next project is Fantastic Four. So they kind of accidentally spoiled it. We all kind of see it coming, but yeah, there you go. Demi Moore is joining Taylor Sheridan's new series over on Paramount Plus. That's awesome. I've always loved Demi Moore, so it'll be great to see her pop up in that. A new psychological horror thriller has added Hunter Schafer and Numi Rapace to the cast. This show is going to be called Palette. Young Royals has a season 3 trailer for the Netflix series, and it also is going to be the series finale. Karen Gillan is set to play Queen Mary Tudor in a new period comedy movie called Fools. We have the new Love Lies Bleeding trailer with Kristen Stewart. This is the new A24 crime thriller that's coming out. I think this movie looks really, really good. I'm actually really excited to check this one out. The Crow is getting a 4K release, so get ready. It's getting close to its 30th anniversary. I can't believe it's been 30 years already. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Very excited it's getting a 4K release. I will be buying it for show. Giancarlo Esposito is set to replace the late Andre Braugher in Netflix's The Residence. So, hey, man, I love Andre Braugher. Still very sad and gutted by his death. But if you're going to replace him with somebody, you can't miss with Giancarlo Esposito. So that's awesome right there. So I'm glad that that project's going to move forward. The Traitors has been renewed for season 3. Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, their new secret movie has officially landed at Warner Brothers, so they are putting it together. The new season of Percy Jackson and the Olympians will adapt the second book from the franchise, Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. Now, this I think is a mistake. One of the biggest complaints I've heard about season 1 of Percy Jackson is that it was the same story as the movie, right? The Lightning Thief. So you think, okay, they're going to pivot for season 2. No, what do? They make the Sea of Monsters, which was the second Percy Jackson movie. So I don't know why they would copy the movie rollout. I mean, they should really be pivoting and doing a different book and a different, side of things. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll do it justice and they'll do it enough different than the movie did. But I was a little bummed to see that they're just kind of following that pace. ESPN is going to be doing a standalone streaming product, so keep your eyes out for that. Um, let's see here. They are still making the Moana live action movie, but it sounds like that might be delayed a little bit now that we got Moana 2 coming out at the end of the year. So if they're working on that, then it'll probably push the live action one back a little bit. Jason Momoa's new travel log that he does on Max is been renewed for a second season. So he will ride again, baby. There you go. Tom Cruise supposedly circling a role in Quentin Tarantino's final movie, The Movie Critic. So that would be a great addition from the land Tom Cruise on that. Andor season 2 is officially wrapped filming. That's good. We have the trailer for We Were the Lucky Ones, which is Logan Lerman and Joey King's new Hulu World War II drama. Welcome to Wrexham season 3 is coming soon, so keep your eye out for that on Hulu. We have the trailer for American Conspiracy, which previews Netflix's Octopus Murders documentary series. Joel Kinnaman and Cara Jade Myers are set to lead a new thriller movie called Icefall. Let's see here. I'll talk about that in a second. New Jurassic World movie. It was rumored that David Leitch was going to be the director, which I was very, very excited about because I love David Leitch and I would have loved to have seen his take on Jurassic World. But it sounds like negotiations have fallen through. They had conflicting visions and he's dropped out. So we will see who lands in that role here, hopefully very soon, because they want to get this movie out next year. So they needed to start filming yesterday. The Color Purple is hitting Max to stream at the end of the month, so keep your eyes out for that. The new Evil Dead director has laid out his nasty vision for the movie, so he talks about that. So it's a little bit spoilery. Check it out if you're interested to see the full article. Westworld's Luke Hemsworth has joined the Terminal List Dark Wolf cast, so nice little addition there. Warner Brothers has rejected offers for Coyote versus Acme, and David Zaslav hasn't even seen the movie, but he's writing it off as a tax write-off. So they tried to pretend that they were going to sell this to some other studios and then rejected all the offers, and now they'll just write it off as a tax write-off like Batgirl and the Scooby-Doo movie that they did last year. So bummer, bummer, bummer. Anthony Michael Hall has joined Alan Ritchson for Reacher Season 3. We have the trailer for Super Sex, which is Netflix's new series that focuses on the world's most famous porn star. Invincible Season 2 Part 2 has released a new poster, getting ready for that return. We have the teaser trailer for Cuckoo, which is Hunter Schafer's new horror thriller movie. Denzel Washington and Spike Lee are set to remake Akira Kurosawa's High and Low. Zac Efron is set to play 2 roles in a new thriller called Famous. Channing Tatum is set to star in Derek Cianfrance's movie about the McDonald's thief. It's going to be called The Roof Man. I'm excited about this movie. This movie sounds so good to me. This is a true story about a guy that broke into a shit ton of McDonald's, but then he was living in a closed down Toys R Us, and then he moved to a Circuit City that was closed down. It's such a weird story, and I'm glad they got Channing Tatum to do this one, man. The movie's called Roof Man. It's coming soon, so keep your eye out for that. Cillian Murphy is set to produce a new Netflix movie called Steve. Oscars have announced a new Academy Award for Best Achievement in Casting, so that's pretty cool. We have the new trailer for The Regime, which is Kate Winslet's new HBO miniseries. Doug Jones and Dee Wallace have joined the cast of the anthology horror movie If It Bleeds. We have a new photo from the Rachel Zegler disaster comedy that they're putting together called Y2K. We have the Red Band trailer for Land of Bad, which is Russell Crowe's new action movie. Chelsea Peretti is set to lead a new comedy movie called First Time Female Director. So check out the trailer for that. I love Chelsea, though. That's going to be a good one. Bob Odenkirk is set to star in a new action movie from John Wick writer. It's going to be called Normal. Aaron Taylor Johnson set to lead a new heist thriller movie called Fuse. We have the trailer for Knuckles, which is the Sonic the Hedgehog spinoff. And man, I was impressed by this thing. I remember after Sonic 2, they said they were going to do a Knuckles spinoff. And I was like, okay, that's going to be stupid. It's going to look cheap. It's just going to suck. And then they were like, we got Idris Elba to return as the voice. And I'm like, that's interesting. You know, cool that they're trying to keep in the same universe. We'll see how it goes. This trailer comes out, and it looks like Sonic 3. It is the exact same effects. It has people from the movie. It looks incredible, man. I can't believe they put this much money into a Knuckles show. Looks like it's only going to be 6 episodes, but I can understand that based on the budget. Yes, it's going to bridge events between Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. It looks great. So get ready for that. Knuckles is coming soon to Paramount Plus. We have the trailer for Late Night with the Devil, which is evil guest on a talk show. We'll see how that goes. Alien Romulus is the official title. This has been rumored for a while, but yes, Alien Romulus is the official title of Fede Alvarez's new Alien movie. Looking really forward to that one. Comes out this summer. The Bear season 3 is set to premiere in June. I am ready, and they're supposed to drop the whole season in June, so let's do it. Ready to go on that. The Bear, baby. Amazon set to exclusively stream NFL Wildcard Playoff game next season. I know a lot of people are pissed about that, but hey, man, it drives subscription rates. Hulu drama series Queenie, based on the novel, is set a June release date. American Horror Story Delicate sets April for its return for part 2 over on FX. Wynonna Earp is getting a revival movie that will stream in late 2024. James Marsden, Sarah Shahi, and Julian Nicholson have joined the cast of Sterling K. Brown's new Hulu series that's coming from the executive producer of This Is Us. So I love that. Great casting there. Nickelodeon's toxic environment during Dan Snyder's reign has been examined in a new investigation discovery documentary series. Check out the new trailer for Toxic Environment. Scarlett Johansson is set to star in Featherwood, which is a true crime thriller about an FBI informant who infiltrated the Aryan Brotherhood. Ooh, this is going to be good. Looking forward to that. The Conjuring 4 has tapped director Michael Chavez to helm the final installment of the main series. Three Body Problem, Peacock is going to release a different adaptation ahead of Netflix's. You know, Netflix has a big adaptation coming for Three Body Problem, which looks incredible, and I can't wait to see it. But I guess there is a foreign version of this adaptation that Peacock swooped in, picked up the rights to so they could drop it before the Netflix show. It is going to be subtitled. It is in another language, but it is another adaptation of this book, and it's gonna hit Peacock, and then Netflix will follow behind in about a month. Let's see here. Sophie Turner and Kit Harington are going to reunite for a new horror film called The Dreadful. Oscar Isaac is reportedly no longer attached to being Snake for the Metal Gear Solid movie, which is a bummer. He would have been a perfect Snake, but they've been trying to make this movie for like 20 years, and I think he's just moving on at this point. If it hasn't happened yet, I guess we're going. Prey director Dan Trachtenberg is returning. That's right, he's back on the hunt with a new Predator movie that will be called Badlands. This is not really a sequel to Prey. It's actually going to take place in the future. So Prey took us back to the past. Badlands is going to take us to the future. But hey, I'm glad Dan Trachtenberg is back. He knows how to make a badass Predator movie, and I'm anxious to see what he does with this new one here. So that's exciting news. Starry Eyes and Pet Sematary directors are taking on the survival thriller starring Grace Van Dien. It's going to be called The Swallow. Kevin Williamson is going to be taunting the ghost of Alfred Hitchcock. He's going to do a Rear Window TV series, so that'll be really interesting there. Let's see here. Game of Thrones, Aegon's Conquest is a new spinoff that is in the works. That's right, HBO developing another spinoff as they're in discussion to do Aegon's Conquest. So there you go. Chris Hemsworth, his series Limitless has been renewed over at Nat Geo. So congratulations. That's a big win there for him. We have the first official poster for Deadpool 3, which is now called Deadpool and Wolverine. Not the biggest fan of that title, and a piece of me thinks that title's going to change. I feel like this is a marketing thing from Marvel that they don't want to give it away yet. So they're just calling it Deadpool and Wolverine. But the first poster is great. It's a friendship necklace with half Deadpool, half Wolverine, and it says best friends. It's split obviously down the middle. Come together July 26th. So that's awesome. Because on the Super Bowl Sunday, we got some trailers, and the biggest trailer of them all was Deadpool and Wolverine. The moment we've all been waiting for, our first look at Deadpool 3, which looks really incredible. I wanted a little more out of this trailer. I know it's a teaser, so I'm trying not to get too picky about it. The trailer was great. I just wanted a little bit more. They don't show Wolverine in this one, which is kind of an odd way to go about it when your movie's called Deadpool and Wolverine, and we all know Hugh Jackman came back for this, and you don't even put him in the trailer. Interesting. Hopefully that just means we're just ramping up for some good stuff. But hey, the TVA is in here from the Loki series. Some really cool stuff, man, to see Marvel Studios logo on a Deadpool movie. It's hilarious. Definitely check out the trailer. And congratulations to the trailer, by the way, which we just found out earlier today is the biggest debut, most watched trailer ever, ever in its debut. So congratulations, man, for all those people that say superhero fatigue and people don't care about comic book movies. Oh, they care about good ones. That's for damn sure. And this movie's going to be massive. And, if you listen to our most anticipated list, you know what's up. You know what's up. So definitely check out the trailer if you haven't seen it yet. Um, let's see here. We got the new posters for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and the new trailer came out. No One Can Stop the Rain. We have the new Kingdom of the Planet Apes trailer. Hits theaters on May 10th. Wow, this trailer was fantastic. I'm so excited for this movie. This is also on my most anticipated list. We also have the first look at Wicked, which comes out in on Thanksgiving. So this is your first little tease. It's only a minute long, but for those of you that are fans of the musical, I think you're really going to like this one. So Wicked is coming soon. We have the first trailer for Twisters. This, of course, is the sequel to the Helen Hunt Twisters movie from the 90s. But it's not really attached. It's not really a part of it. It's in that universe set so many years later. It is called Twisters. It hits theaters on July 19th. I thought this was a great trailer as well. I love Twister, and I'm looking forward to Twisters. So check it out. Um, we have the new poster for it as well too. So check out all these trailers and posters on our X page, twitter.com/am I on the air, to see everything there. There was also Super Bowl spots for Fall Guy, Despicable Me. So some really good stuff. I was just a little bummed that everything kind of came out right at the beginning of the football game, and then nothing else happened in the second half of the game. I was like, come on, man, where's the rest of the trailers? And that was it. That was it. But some good stuff, man. Billy Joel, his new concert special is going to air on CBS. Disney has greenlit a fourth Zombies movie. Goosebumps has been renewed for season 2 over on Disney Plus, so that's awesome. Abbott Elementary, we talked about earlier that it was back for season 3. It's already scored an early season 4 renewal, so big congratulations. I love this show so much. I'm glad to see it coming back for season 4. Let's see here. We talked about the new trailer for Love Lies Bleeding with Kristen Stewart and Katie O'Brien. This movie hits theaters on March 8th. The Knuckles show is going to premiere on Paramount Plus on April 26th, so keep your eyes out for that. We have the poster for Wicked as well. The new Thunderman's Return trailer has dropped. The superhero family is back for the Nickelodeon follow-up movie. My daughter loves the Thundermans, so she's very excited that they're coming back for a movie. Let's see here. Congratulations to American-born Chinese star Ben Wang. He is the new Karate Kid. He will join Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio in the new movie that Sony is developing. So congratulations there. I never got a chance to see American-born Chinese, but I heard this kid is fantastic. So looking forward to him being the new Karate Kid. Josh Safdie is set to direct Adam Sandler's new stand-up special. The Gentleman is coming soon. This is Guy Ritchie's adaptation of his movie that they're doing as a Netflix series that is coming soon to Netflix. We have the trailer for American Dreamer, which is Peter Dinklage's new comedy. Lily Wachowski is going to be directing a new movie starring Caleb Heron called Trash Mountain. Star Wars The Acolyte is going to be released up next, and this is going to probably come out this summer, so keep your eye out for that on Disney+. A Court of Thorns and Roses is not moving forward at Hulu. The White Lotus has added Blackpink's Lisa to season 3's cast. Super Bowl delivers the largest audience ever with 123.4 million viewers. Incredible. Tyler Perry's first Netflix series, Beauty in Black, has landed a 16-episode order. SWAT is coming back later this week. Glad to see it come back for its final season. Samuel L. Jackson says he would love to return as Mace Windu in a series for Disney Plus because he says, hey, the Jedi Master is not dead, and he's ready to fulfill that story. So he's been trying for a long time. I would love to see a Mace Windu series, man. Let's do it. John Stewart says that his Apple TV Plus series was canceled out of fear that he'd say something that would get him in trouble. So it's kind of what we all expected, but glad for the confirmation. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, Adam Wingard, director of the movie, says Godzilla and Kong will have a buddy cop dynamic in the spirit of Lethal Weapon. How, man? It's fucking Godzilla and King Kong. How are they going to have a Lethal Weapon dynamic? It's going to be, I can't wait to see it. It might be cheesy ass fun, but I'm ready. Katy Perry officially leaving American Idol after 7 seasons. She says, I need to feel that pulse of my own beat. So, yeah, so she's finally moving on. No shocker there. Figured it was coming. Isabella Merced talks about Madam Web, her Superman Legacy test, and Alien Romulus. Man, she's heating up. I love Isabella, and definitely some big things cooking for her, which is awesome. A family of Sasquatches, possibly the last of their kind, embark on an epic, hilarious, and ultimately poignant journey in the Sasquatch Sunset. That's right, coming to theaters on April 12th. I kid you not, this is a real movie that is coming, so check out that trailer. We also have the trailer for Iwaju, which is Disney Plus's new futuristic animated miniseries. Travis Knight, director of Bumblebee, is in talks to direct the Masters of the Universe movie. So, yes, they're still trying to make that He-Man movie. Ewan McGregor actually joined Anne Hathaway in the It Follows director's new mystery movie that he's putting together. I've heard it might have something to do with dinosaurs, but it is a mystery movie. But I love that casting, man. Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway. Let's do it. So we know we're getting that spinoff of the show Suits. We already found out it's going to be called Suits LA. And now we know that the lead star will be Stephen Amell. That's right. Green Arrow himself has joined the cast. So, hey, you know what? I really didn't have any interest in this show, but I love Stephen, and I will pretty much support anything he's in. So I will definitely check out Suits LA with Stephen Amell in the lead role. Elizabeth Olsen and Charles Melton have been cast in Todd Solondz's new movie Love Child. Aaron Eckhart and Ben Kingsley are set to lead a new survival thriller movie called Deep Water. We have your first look at Jafar Jackson as the King of Pop in the new Michael Jackson movie Michael, which comes out in April of 2025. Great picture, man. Jafar Jackson looking just like his uncle. It looks great. So congratulations, man. I love seeing this image. Lena Headey and Emmy Beth McNulty are set to lead a new action thriller called Ballistic. The 30th annual SAG Awards are going to stream live on Netflix, actually, which is pretty cool. So it'll be February 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have the first official full trailer for Damsel. This is the new movie starring Millie Bobby Brown, Angela Bassett, Robin Wright, Nick Robinson, and Ray Winstone. This is premiering on March 8th over on Netflix. So looks pretty good. I'll definitely check this one out. Damsel, March 8th. Ethan Hawke is set to star in a new FX drama pilot from the Reservation Dogs showrunner. Oh, I was very sad about this news here. Tacoma FD officially canceled at True TV after 4 seasons. I just got into this show in the last couple months. I was looking for something to watch at night after everybody goes to bed, and I had a couple people tell me the show was really, really funny. So I checked it out, and I loved it. The show reminded me of like Reno 911 in its heyday. About these firefighters, and everything's all funny and just over the top, and I love the show. And I binged all 4 seasons back to back to back to back. Then it came out on Netflix, and it's been really hot on Netflix. But True TV is the one that originally airs it, and they've canceled it. They don't want to do scripted shows anymore, and this is one of the last scripted shows that they do. So unfortunately, it got the axe. All I can finger cross for, and I hope for, now that it's streaming on Netflix and it was doing good on Netflix, that they would maybe pick it up for a 5th season, maybe give them a one and done final season. That would be awesome. If they don't, it sucks. But the show is great. If you've never seen it, definitely stream it on Netflix. It's so good. But yeah, Tacoma FD canceled after 4 seasons on True TV. Only Murders in the Building will be set in Los Angeles for the next season, which would be nice for change of pace. The Handmaid's Tale final season will not premiere until 2025 over on Hulu, so it's going to be a little bit there. Apple's Invasion has been officially renewed for season 3. Survival of the Thickest has been renewed for season 2 over on Netflix. Super Bowl made history on Sunday as the most watched telecast on record. So, man, congratulations. Keeping up with that, like I said, Deadpool and Wolverine, the most watched movie trailer of all time with 365 million views. 365 million views. Insane. And on that note, that'll do it for us, man. I don't know how you top that. The biggest Super Bowl and the biggest movie trailer out there for Deadpool and Wolverine. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 40 minutes in. We'll wrap this baby up. Thank you so much for listening. Check out our official webpage, amiontheair.com. Make sure you bookmark that. It's got everything you need. Links to all of it. All of it. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter or X, depending on what you call it, at twitter.com/amiontheair. You can follow me directly at dxdonmega. Make sure you can follow on the same tags over on Threads as well. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcast or Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on all of them. So make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe, 5 stars, whatever you like to do. Just subscribe. We are available on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on everything. Just search Am I on the Air? This podcast even streams on YouTube, so make sure you check it out on our page. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. So follow on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio and popculture_pros. RedDragonsRadio.com. Thank you so much for always streaming our show on demand. And that'll do it for me tonight on February the 13th. I hope you all have an amazing week. We're going to be checking out Madam Web this weekend. And oh boy, the early word is real hot on it. No, I'm just joking. It's really bad. But it gives me vibes of the Fantastic Four reboot that came out a couple years ago with Miles Teller. The reviews were so bad, I wanted to see it even more. And that's how I'm feeling about Madam Web, man. So I got to see this thing for myself. So next week, we'll talk some Madam Web and we'll see what else comes down the pipe. But take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace. Red Dragon!